Yo, 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 Millie in the house, says in. Yep. Today's topic is fake compliments, aka fake laments. They were born in some unknown time and place, but they've existed as long as there have been people who are self-conscious enough to ask questions like, so what do you really think of me? Do you think I'm a fatty boomba-laddie? I get it, you don't want to hurt people's feelings for having skin rougher than Sandman, but I think we sometimes overdo it on the phony baloney, you know? I usually get fake laments in the form of stationery traditionally used for the sake of leaving lasting impressions of how nice or cool someone was, even when they were probably complete jerks all the way up until that point. In other words, yearbooks. Matter of fact, take a look at your own yearbook and you'll probably find a bunch of what I call bogus filler, just scribbled across the pages like proven cures for the plague. And nobody means what they say anyway, it's just something that they write down just to be cool. And I figured it out once my English teacher did it back in 9th grade. Get this, he had the nerve to write, I know you'll go far in life. I was like, what? How you know that, son? You don't even know me like that to write some mess like that, dog. And I say this because I know he tried to get me kicked out of his class by complaining to the principal that I was a bad influence on the other students. But how can I be a bad influence when I'm too busy sleeping in your boring class about words every day to influence? See, he was just bitter because he thought I was the student who started all those rumors about him being a drinker who gambled on racehorses. But I didn't start nothing because I was asleep. You should know that. You an English teacher. Why don't you English them facts together like mathematics? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, if even he was a user of the bogus filler, I knew it had to be real. And the next time it happened, I would be more than ready to handle the situation. Kinda. Take my last job, for example. There was this group of hot girls that worked there. And when I say hot, I mean so sexy hot that the sun had the SPF 45 or higher going down on the daily. Like, yes. 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 Anyway, these girls were so easy on the eyes. I actually looked forward to going to work. How crazy is that? So you better believe I took advantage of every chance I got to pop in at their workstation and say, hey. I just had to be sure to prep myself every time to keep it cool so I wouldn't get all mesmerized by their beauty and, you know, mesmers. Now for the small number of ladies out there who don't know what mesmers do to us guys, they make us go crazy and just start throwing money all around you, gathering together on social media sites or even sometimes in person to give you every compliment that comes to mind, hoping against all hope that you'll choose one of us to get the privilege to fall into financial hardship over you. I choose, you with the funny shaped head. Now, I won't kiss you or show you any affection whatsoever, but if you play your cards right and pamper me until your second mortgage falls through, maybe I won't get upset if you accidentally graze my thigh once. Oh man, jackpot! And for those of you who haven't figured it out yet, compliments and money are not, I repeat, not the best weapons to use against the beast of loneliness. Nope, it's no good. And even though many girls do tend to say attention, compliments, and pampering is what they want, you have to understand that they really mean they want that from the guy they're interested in and no one else. If anyone else is trying that hard, it becomes creepy and a huge turnoff, even though it's the exact same thing they said they want from the guy they like. You're kidding, right? No. So don't do it. If you aren't that guy, then no amount of compliments or money will help. Now I know this is in direct contradiction with everything we've learned from Oswald Partenium, the creator of the Swagmatic Theorem, which states, and I do quote, every woman is potentially one compliment and money rain away from hooking up with you, but I gotta say, it's still the truth. Poppycock, I say. Yes, poppycock, I know. but the chances of you being that final straw that purchased the camel's back is very slim to none. This fact alone makes the theorem outdated and unreasonable for most everyone, unless you reside in the northernmost region of eastern Sweden. And maybe not even there. Plus, if I were to put a theorem like that into practice at this point, running around pretty girls, throwing out money and putting extras on how much of a gift they are to everything in existence, like some kind of super compliment dispenser, oh yeah! Y'all some fine ladies. Broke the mold when he made you. Yeah. Woo! I'd have nowhere to live because I wouldn't be able to pay my rent. And just to be clear, that is not ballin' to me. Anyway, every year my job creates an employee yearbook. Now, I don't really understand why they do it, but it's free, so I don't question it. Last year, I got mine, and if you have any idea where this story's going, you can imagine which girls I've been telling you about this whole time that I asked to sign it first. Then. It's a true gentleman's duty to call it like he sees it.
Why is that random guy pointing at us? And where'd he come from? He looks like a mayor of England.
What? Layton, you've done it again. Solving yet another puzzle with nothing whatsoever to go on. As you should know, I have quite the handsome reward for you. Here are 2 shiny moon pies. I'd advise you not to eat them both all at once. Quite a bit of sugar there. Now you listen here. The day I take nutritionary advisement from a fat, obese... I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know what came over me. Thank you. I shall be sorry. What I probably meant to say was... Why don't you orbit the hell out of my face? After all, it's a true gentleman's duty to call it like he sees it. Anyway, all 4 of the girls signed my yearbook and wrote really flattering comments, which I have to admit made me feel pretty good about myself. At least until I read it again, and again, and then again. The recurring theme here was that the more I read their comments, the less sense they made. I mean, sure, I think I'm pretty wonder cool riftastic, but what made them write something like that, you know? I mean, what were they basing that on? Unable to come up with any satisfactory answers, I wrestled with the idea of seeking answers for myself, and eventually, I decided to go straight to the source. To investigate.